What is up, guys? 10VivMan here, bringing you yet another exciting X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is a battle against the one and only Red Shiner, who I battle very frequently on this channel. And he's an awesome guy, and you should definitely check him out. And even though I don't think he uploads, but you know, that's a thing. Anyway, he's got a very scary Rain team, and I'm just like, Rain, this is not black and white. Why are we running weather? Yeah! Anyway, but yes, that's a thing. And, I'm just running a pretty random team that revolves around a bunch of stuff, you know, Sticky Web and Mega Heracross and all that fun jazz. So, I figured, why not try it out, and let's go from there. So, let's get the battle started. And, of course, in all hyper-offensive battles, you gotta lead out with the thing that gets up all your hazards, and that, of course, is my Smeargle. As he leads off with the Thunderous, which I'm just like, curses! This is a bad matchup. And I actually predict him to taunt me, which is why I go for the Magic Code in the first turn, predicting the Prankster taunt. Unfortunately for me, though, he goes for the U-turn and breaks my Sash, and I'm just like, no! And the reason I didn't want to go for Spore was because of the Ferrothorn, which really stunk. And now, if had he not seen had I win for Magic Code, he probably would have gone into Ferrothorn there. But luckily for me, that does not happen, as I bring out my pretty decent check to Latios, which is my Aegislash. And I would like to regard some things regarding Aegislash when this battle is over, because Smogon is considering banning it, and I'm a little miffed about it, and there's just, I'll get into that at the end of the video. But, he's going to switch out his Latios and go into the Politoed, because knowing a Politoed can take any hit, and of course he can get up the Rain, which is fine by me. I really don't care that much. I mean, it makes Kabutops very threatening, and a bunch of other things very threatening, but I can deal with it, right? Maybe. But yes, I just go for the Shadow Ball, because it's my safest play. Of course, Tank Aegislash is most awesome Aegislash, and honestly, other Aegislashes are pretty much a joke, so yeah, but it's whatever. But yes, I really do not like what's going to happen now, but I honestly predicted him to do one of two things. Either A, he goes for Toxic, or B, he goes for Encore, C, he goes for Scald, and just tries to get damage. And unfortunately, it was C. I brought out Smeargle just in case he went for the Encore or Toxic, because I could get up one hazard that way, but unfortunately I don't get up any hazards this battle, which just sucks. But now this gives me a free switch into my my regular Heracross, and of course I'm Adamant Max Attack. I am Mega Heracross, which has base 185 attack, the second highest attack stat in the game next to Mega Mewtwo X, and he protects, and I really don't care because Pin Missile is Mega Heracross's bread and butter. Pin Missile is just absolutely outrageously powerful, more powerful than Mega Horn thanks to Skill Link, as I go for the Pin Missile. And guys, this is probably defensive Politoed. Pin Missile is making Politoed a very sad frog. 4 hits, 5 hits, and that Politoed is no longer a problem. Once that Rain is gone, it is gone for good thanks to Mega Heracross's mighty Horn and its mighty Pin Missile. So that, my friends, is fantastic. Now, I switch up Mega Heracross, and I go into my Azumarill this time, because I'm predicting him to predict my Aegislash. And he actually does predict my Aegislash, and he goes for the Hidden Power Fire. Now, seeing Hidden Power Fire and Rain definitely rose some flags for me. I really didn't know why he went for HP Fire in the Rain, but regardless, this is an Assault Fest Azumarill, which is very nice. Now, the Ferrothorn switch is so obvious, I didn't want to stay in, so I switch out and actually predict the Ferrothorn switch, go back out into Mega Heracross, and now I threaten anything on his team with a super powerful hit. I just go straight for that close combat, and that Ferrothorn is no longer a problem, which is just awesome. Mega Heracross, you are more than a man. You are Hercules. I mean, after all, I think you are like based on a Hercules beetle or something. So, but the Ferrothorn does go down, as now he brings out the Thunderous. I do not want to take a Thunderbolt at -1 special defense, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Kyurem, because I know I can pretty much take anything that this Thunderous wants to go for, maybe even a Focus Blast, I don't know. But he ends up going for the straight-up Thunder Wave, which is, I guess, fine. he really had too much of a reason to paralyze my Mega Heracross, so I pretty much think he did do that, predicting just to switch out. As he now goes for the U-turn. Now, I should have predicted that he went for the U-turn, but of the off chance he went for Focus Blast, I did want to go for the Ice Beam, but the Kabutops switch was pretty obvious predicting the Ice Beam, which is why I really kind of regret making this play, because now I'm pretty much having to sack something, because Kabutops is a terror. It's very scary, actually, in OU, because of the rain, and has a very good physically offensive stat, and very scary dual stabs. As I don't really have a safe switch in, so I'll just sack Hiram to a Rock Slide. I think I am a minus defense nature, which is why Rock Slide kills. And he is Life Orb to boot, so I don't think it mattered too much that I was a minus defense nature. So that just dies, and now he switches out his Kabutops, which I found to be a weird play. Could have gotten off some damage, but I think he predicted me to be Choice Banded, which is why he switches out into Latios, as I predict him not to bring out the Latios, honestly. I just predict his switch out to whatever, since his Ferrothorn is gone. I can Play Rough whatever, and Latios just dies, because huge power Play Rough is an issue. So, he now goes into the Thunderous, as I actually stay in and going for the Waterfall, because I know a Waterfall Aqua Jet combination will kill. Now, he gets a crit on the Thunderbolt. This actually mattered! That actually mattered! Yes, it did, because I did a damage calc. It does a max of 79% to an Assault Vest Zoom roll based on my defenses and all. So that really, really sucked. I could have killed this Thunderous without an issue. So it really sucked. I'm just like, really? Hax hates me. But anyway, he gets the Thunder Wave off on my Aegislash, as I just go straight for the Shadow Ball and getting off a huge amount of damage on the Thunderous. Now, I could have just gone out and used Shadow Ball again, but I didn't want to take a Thunderbolt, and I honestly should have predicted him to predict my Shadow Sneak, which is why he brings out the Mamoswine, as, you know, getting no hazards up was such a bad thing, honestly. As I go for the Shadow Sneak, and I do a decent amount of damage. Now, I really should have predicted the Stallfrog here, but I didn't think of it, because I think he thought, you know, the main reason he went for Stallfrog here, he probably thinks my Dragonite is Dragon Dance. It's actually Choice Band, and this is why I'm saving my Dragonite for later, because I know I can probably clean up late game with Choice Band at Extreme Speed, as this is exactly why I don't even bother going for the King Shield again here. I want to get off more damage. That way I can have a better chance of KOing this Mamoswine with a Choice Band at Extreme Speed. So, Aegislash dies to an Earthquake, but it's, you know, not in vain, because it got the job done, honestly. As I now bring up my Mega Heracross, and he really can't kill me I don't think he can kill me with an Icicle Crash, honestly, but I don't know. Anyway, he switches out and goes out into his Kabutops' Death Adder, which I kind of found to be a very weird play, because he could have brought that out as a resistance to my Dragonite's Extreme Speed. I don't think that was a good play on his part, but that's just my opinion. He honestly probably should have sacked the Thunderous at that point, but that's his play, as he probably could have outsped my Mega Heracross and smashed it with a Pin Missile. But nonetheless, he's going to go for the Thunderbolt, and since I have decent bulk, I can take it, and I go for the Close Combat. Now, oh, I didn't say his item. He's actually an Expert Belt Thunderous, which is why that crit on his Zoom roll mattered even more, because there was no way it could have killed. But that's why his Thunderbolt does so less damage to my Mega Heracross as well. Sorry for my finger, I forget where my camera is a lot of the time. But anyway, he just kills me off with the Ice Shard as Mega Heracross. You did amazing, though. You are awesome. And now it all comes down to the fact that my Choice Banded Dragonite can kill him with an Extreme Speed. Now, fun fact about this Dragonite, it took me like 20 batches to get this 5IV Hidden Ability Dragonite, and I got a shiny trying to get it. It was a 5IV male, which I wanted, and I get a shiny that had Shed Skin. And I'm just like, really? I hate this game. But I do kill the Mamoswine, which was so awesome, and I think Extreme Speed, based on his investments, it does a max of 57%, which means I got a very decent damage roll, which was enough to kill the Mamoswine. So that was GG. It was a great battle. I really hated the Assault Vest crit, but it's what are you gonna do? It's RNG. The RNG really, really hates me. But it was a great game nonetheless. He wanted me to upload it, so that's all that. Now, I do want to discuss Aegislash. Smogon is considering banning this. They are suspect testing it. Now, I can see why it's being suspected. It's a huge part of OU and all this, but I don't find it over-centralizing at all. there's a lot of arguments that say, oh my god, this thing is so broken, there's these 50-50 plays, King's Shield versus so many 50-50s. Okay, prediction is a 50-50 basis. There is absolutely, especially when you're playing OU, prediction is key. That argument is so bad, and I hate hearing it. I hate hearing the top players of Smogon say, this is a reason why Aegislash is broken. No, I don't want to hear that. That is absolutely retarded. I cannot believe people are using that as an excuse to why it's broken. It disgusts me. Absolutely 100% disgusts me. And to hear that the metagame will be so much better off, okay, sure, you're going to let Mega Gardevoir and Mega Medicham, okay, they're going to be over-centralizing. I just don't see the point of banning one thing, and then if another thing gets over-centralizing, ban that thing. I was fine with the Smogon bans until this happened. It just doesn't make sense. You can argue with me all you want, but I'm sorry, this is a ban, this is a suspect test, more catered to the people who don't want to face Aegislash anymore. That is the bottom line. That's the bottom line. People are sick of Aegislash, they don't want to see it here, top players are bitching, and they want it gone. No, no, no. You guys are pitiful. You've pissed me off, Smogon. You've really pissed me off that your top players cannot deal with Aegislash anymore. That is disgusting. And to hear one of the moderators personally talk to me and say, people have been having problems with this for weeks. So why did you find it such an effort to ban Swagger, ban Baton Pass, and, limit Baton Pass to one member of a team, when Aegislash was so over-centralizing? Why wasn't that a priority? Why? Stupid. Absolutely stupid. That is my rant over, but yes. I really hope, I really don't have time to get requisitions or anything else, so my opinion honestly is not going to matter for the vote, but honestly if they ban Aegislash, it's going to be a very sad thing for Smogon. It's just, there's going to be people that are just going to attack their rules even more, so it's honestly one of the most foolish suspect tests I've ever seen in my life, but it's whatever. That's the rant over for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle and my mini rant, so rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.